on this week, just to get the whole body awake and stretched. Taking our arms up to the ceiling, lifting our chest, taking our eyes up, really opening up the heart, the chest. Take an inhale breath, feel the ribcage expand. On your exhale breath, bringing your eyes forward, lower your arms, start to sink into your chair, sitting with the hips back, using all four corners of your feet. Relax your fingers, draw the belly to the spine, pause and hold. Let's start to loosen out those shoulders, sweeping forwards and back. Nice little bit of movement here. Just relaxing, reaching up, reaching back. Sweep forward, sweep back. Keep those big toes down, knees tracking, second and third toe. Drive through those heels. Final 4 and 3, 2. Keep the arms forwards, find me some tiny pulses. Tiny pulses just there. Driving up through those heels. Big toes are down. A little bit of weight into the edges of the feet there. Working for 3 and 2 and 1. Press all the way up for me. Come up nice and tall. Take an inhale breath. Just sweep those arms down. And let's find our tippy toes. Tippy toes. Finding that beautiful stretch. Waking up our calves. We're going to use them in a moment. Let's go here for 4 and 3. Arms relaxing 2. Stay at the top on this one and take your arms to the ceiling. Find your balance. Tiny pulses at the top there. Pulsing, pulsing, pulsing. Working for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Squeezing for 3, 2, and 1. Heels down. Arms come down in front of the chest there. Take a moment. Imagine you're standing against a wall, and as your arms lower down, you peel yourself off that wall. So we come down, coming through the upper back. Draw the belly button up. Nice. Stretching. Feel that stretch as we go all the way down to the mat. Let the arms dangle. And then bring your hands down. Let's walk ourselves all the way out along the mat till we're nice and long. I'm just going to adjust so I stay in the camera line there. Good. And we're staying here in this beautiful position. We're going to rock forward and back. Loosen out those ankles. A little bit of movement. Just warming this body up. Elbows soft, shoulders relaxed. Let your head sit comfortably in line with your spine. Eyes looking towards the mat. Scoop that belly up. Working here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then just hold it there for that moment. We're going to press our hips up to the ceiling into a downward dog. Start to press your heels in and then walk your hands back towards your feet. Keep walking them back. Get that beautiful deep stretch through the back of the body and then hold it there wherever's comfortable to you. Let's walk ourselves all the way back out along the mat. And this time we're going to lift a leg up and rock forward and back. So let's pick a leg. I'm going to pick my right, it's nearest to you. And we're going to rock forward and back through that one side. Holding that right leg up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the leg down and then just walk your hands all the way back to your feet for the final time. We're going to walk all the way out, do the left side. Nice. And all the way back out for me. Let's do the left side. Pick up that left leg, forward and back through the right. Whew. My ankles are cracking. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Final time. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Take that beautiful little stretch there. Nice. Bring some weight forward into your toes. And then come down to your knees for me. Nice. And once you're on your knees, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. We'll start with a nice little dead bug, or bird dog, should I say, and then we'll take it up to a little energy from there. Reach your right arm forward, take your left leg to the back, take a moment to stabilize. Leg comes up, arm comes up. We reach up, scoop your belly up. From here, just tap and lift. Engage the glute as we lift that leg and squeeze. As we reach up through the arm, nice and long. through your fingertips, through your tippy toes, making your body a little bit longer. Reach. Reaching. Neck is beautiful and long. You should feel that length from the crown of your head all the way down your spine, all the way through that tailbone. There you go, that's what I was looking for. And 3, 2, up and hold on this one. Holding it just here. Tiny pulses at the top. Pulse, 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 working for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down to the mat. Even yourself out, then reach the opposite sides. Lift them up, press away from your mat, get that strength, and then just lower to lift. Tap. Stabilizing yourself. Make sure there is some weight in that supporting leg. Heel of the hand driving you up and away, and the trunk of your body is nice and square to your mat, so your hips shining down, shoulders nice and square. As we lift and lower, press. Nice. Belly is lifted, and we reach. Getting the body a little bit longer if you can. 4, and 3. A little fun coming next. 2. I know everyone goes into panic mode when we say that. Stay up and lifted. Tiny pulses just here. Tiny little pulses. Reaching through. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back. Let's do a quick reset with a cat-cow stretch. Tuck your tailbone. Pull your belly up. Lift up through your chest. Eyes go back to your navel. And then release all the way through past neutral. Find your eyes forward, shoulders relaxed. One more time, tuck your tailbone, pull your belly up, lift up through your chest, eyes back to your navel. And then press it all the way back through. Good job. From here, just tuck your toes, lift your knees. We're going to bring our feet forwards, so jump them in. Nice little jump there. If you want to walk it. With our hands down, you might want to come onto your fingertips, that's fine. We're going to take our right leg to the back, so we're long, keep the body nice and long. We're going to tap the right foot in and out. So just in and out. Take that time to stay nice and low. Working into our quads. And we go. 4 more on this side. 4, and 3, and 2. One more time. And 1, bring it in, changing sides. Let's go. Get the heart rate up just that little bit this morning. Feeling good with that. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And 1, how we got here is how we get back. Jump yourself back up, nice and long, and we hold this position here. Elbows relaxed, shoulders. Scoop your belly up, 2, and 1, bring it down. Have a little stretch. We're going to swing our legs round to our seat. And we're going to find a nice little ab series. So, to begin, we'll start on our forearms, and then we'll lay ourselves down. We'll come into a nice little side planking as well. So take a moment, lift your chest, shoulders down and back. 1 leg tabletop, 2 legs tabletop. Once you are there, we're going to extend the legs out. So reach 1 leg out for me, nice and long, pause and hold. Bring it back, change sides. Hips and pelvis, nice and steady, nice and still. Keeping them quiet as we go. Pause as you reach that furthest point away from your trunk of the body. And lift, reach. 6. Oh, my heart rate's up. Well, now would be a good time to turn off my heating. 4. Should have gone outside. 3. Last 2. 2. And 1. Nice. Let's start to find a little rhythm here. A little press. Press. Start to get the legs a little bit lower. Lift up through the chest. We're going to come down to a supine position after this. So we'll be laying on the mat. Tiny little reaches here. A little bit lower if you can without popping the belly up. Working for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet down, lay yourself down. All right, guys. For this one, we're going to start to do a little bit of prep for our teaser. So let's straighten the left leg, keep the right leg bent, but you don't want it too close to the body. So if you can, take it away that little bit to give you some length. Once your hips and pelvis are nice and quiet, bring your hands up over your chest. Take an inhale breath. Bring your arms out wide to a T. Circle them round as you scoop yourself up. Lift up through your body all the way to your seat. Come up tall. Hold. Then articulate. Draw the belly in. Go all the way back down for me. Nice and slow, nice and steady. Arms back up over the chest. Inhale, take those arms out wide. Circle. Scoop yourself all the way up. And we're going to add on to this one a few times today. All right, so really using those abdominals. Open the arms, circle to the hips as we scoop up. Use the belly, lift, lift, lift. Nice. Next time we come all the way up, we're going to lift that leg up into a tabletop position. So our current left leg that's extended, as we curl the body up, start to lift your leg as well. So we meet through center. Leg is up at tabletop, arms reach. And lower yourself down. 2 more here. Right side is nice and stable. Up. 1 more time here. Let's go open, circle, and reach, holding it here for me. Nice, let's find some toe taps. Toe tapping down. You're just off your sit bones. Belly button draws towards the spine. Chest lifted, shoulders relaxed. 4, maybe you're feeling a little bit of hip flexor. 3, working 2, and 1. Lift that leg down. Lower yourself all the way back to the mat. And let's change our legs out. To the other side. So we start, open the arms. Draw down towards the hips. And we circle up, keeping that leg nice and long to begin. Rolling it down, arms wide. Circle all the way up. This one feels great. I love this one. 1 more time with the leg down, and then we'll start to add the leg lift, which I should have said is optional, but you know, we all like a little challenge. Good job. Coming up wide. This is the time we're going to lift that leg if it feels good to you today. And then slowly go all the way back down for me. Circling around. Up. 1 more time. We have 1 more, and we're going to hold the next one up at the top and add those tiny toe taps. Lift and find yourself. Come back just that little bit. Find your toe tap. Think about drawing the belly in, so we're not popping or pooching that lower belly, but rather focusing on that control, that little tap. To make the exercise easier, we sit up a little bit. To make it harder, we come down. We have 3, 2, and 1. Lower that leg, lower your body. All right, guys, let's have a go at doing this together. Legs together, feet together. As we circle round, we're going to scoop up and both legs are going to come into a tabletop type position. So open the arms. As you scoop round, lift your body, lift your legs, up and hold. Toes down. Take it down. We have 2 more of these. Open. Circle and lift. Find your pause. If you can, lift your feet that little bit higher. It's a bit more of a challenge. Take it all the way down. Our last one here, guys. Open, lift, and hold. Beautiful. Keep your legs lifted as you go all the way back to the mat. Squeeze your legs together for me, and we find ourselves in a tabletop position. We're going to come into some single leg stretches. So scoop the body up, extend your left leg and draw your right leg towards you. Scoop up a little bit higher. Let's switch for a change. 1, 2. Try to keep your heel in line with your knee and really press into your outside of your leg just to activate a little bit into your bicep and your shoulders, a little bit into the chest there. Scoop the belly up a little bit higher. Really use those abdominals. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Both legs, draw them in, holding the outside of the ankles. Curl a little bit more if you can. Then a double leg reach. Reach and draw back. You have an option to rest your head and scoop back up. You have an option to stay lifted. Really activate the inner thighs here, guys, by squeezing the legs together. We get the adductors. 4, and 3, and 2, one more time, and 1. Bring those legs in, legs up to the ceiling, rest your head down. Take a moment. We are not done yet. Single leg scissors, one of my favorites. It stretches the hamstrings, feels amazing. Scoop your body back up, grab hold of your shin or somewhere there, just either side of the knee joint. Lower the other leg down and draw that leg towards you. Let's switch and change. Hold it there. Straighten that leg, feel that stretch. Now find your energy for 8, 7, and 6, and 5. Working well here, guys. 4, we're going to support that neck in a moment in 3, 2, and 1. Legs up, fingers interlaced together, bring them to the back of your head. Rest your head down and open your elbows. We can activate the serratus here as well, guys. Hold it. Lower your legs just a little bit and draw them back up. And down and back. If your hip flexors are kicking in and you're cramping, cross your ankles and take it here. That might feel a little bit nicer. 3 more to go. If you've got strong core, you can go all the way down and come all the way back up. 2, and 1. Bring it into tabletop, our last one here. Finally, bring your fingers behind your ears, elbows out wide. We're going to rotate using the middle of the body. So extend your left leg out, rotate your left rib across to your right hip. Keep your elbow wide, come through center and change. So it's your rib coming across to the opposite hip rather than you taking your elbow and losing that momentum. So we want to feel like we're using the middle of the body here. Use your waist, use the obliques, use your transverse abdominis, and we work 4, 3. This one feels good, huh? When you slow it down, 2, and 1. Hug your knees in. I feel like we need a little self-massage. Holding onto your shins, nice and tight. We're going to roll to seated. Let's come into roll like a ball. One of my favorites, a great massage for the spine. Find your tippy toes, find your balance, your just off sit bones. Draw belly in, hug your knees nice and tight to your body. When you're ready, let's roll. Not rolling on the head or the neck, keeping your feet lifted as you come back up, find your balance, and down, up. Good work. 4, we have a change of background. 3, last 2, 2, one more time, and 1, come back to seated, pop your feet down. We're going to roll onto our bellies and just stretch out after doing all that flexion, and we'll come into a nice tricep series. This is good. Lay on your belly with your legs hip distance apart, hands somewhere near your shoulders, guys. Now obviously the nearer to your shoulders they are, the bigger your lift. So if you want to make it easier, hands forward. To make it harder, hands back. Scoop your belly up, press your pubic bone in. Take a moment to inhale. Press all the way up for me. And come all the way back down. To make it easier, hands come forward. Remember, guys, you don't want to feel like you're pulling from your lower back, but rather extending here. That beautiful back extension, nice and safe. We've set it up by letting the powerhouse kick in. Scoop your belly up. Press your pubic bone in all the way up. One more time. And come down. We're going to do some swimming on the mat. We'll start in the slow lane. We'll promote ourselves to the fast lane. So legs hip distance apart, reach your arms out for me. Just let your eyes look down to your mat. Lift your belly up, press your pubic bone into your mat. Right arm, left leg, lift and down. Left arm, right leg, lift and down. Nice and slow, nice and steady. You don't want to feel like you're rocking through the middle of the body, all right? You're nice and stable. Your arms move from your shoulders, your legs move from your hips. Your belly button is lifted. I know some people like to pretend there's a little beetle living under their belly button, and we can't kill it. If we pop our belly out, the beetle's gone, huh? Although I think if there was a beetle under my belly, I'd be screaming. Nice, let's lift. Let's start to go a little bit faster. Up, down, lift, lift. In a moment, we are going to do a little bit faster. That means the arms and legs are going to be hovering off the mat. So let's go even quicker now, guys. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So imagine you're swimming. When you feel ready, let's go a little bit faster. We're going to find our hundreds breathing. So inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and an exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale 2, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale 2, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4. 2 more breaths here, guys. Inhaling for 5, exhaling for 5. That was 1 breath. Inhale for 5, exhale for 5, resting down. Press back into child's pose. Get your bum down on your heels. Try and get your elbows down if you can. Have a beautiful stretch there. Felt nice? We've got a stretch, we've got a little extension working. Okay, when you're ready. Hang on, I'm just straightening my mat up a little bit. Okay, so we're going to start with some triceps. Now I'll give you some options. So we're going to start triceps level 1, 2, and 3, and then I'll even give you an option for level 4. You guys look strong. Okay, so knees under your hips, hands underneath your shoulders. Take a moment here. All we're going to do is bring the elbows down to the mat, but we take the body with us and we press up. So this one should feel really easy. If anything, focus on staying connected through the body, so we're not arching and sticking our bum up, but rather staying fully connected through ribs and hips. Working the powerhouse, finding a little connection through the heels of the hands, and trying to find a little light tricep connection here. Press. Level 2 is coming in 4 and 3. Working for 2 and for 1. Nice. This time, as your elbows go back towards your body, your nose comes between your hands and you press up. Level 2. Like I said, we've got 2 more levels to go here. If one level works good for you, you can stay there. Press. If you're wondering why we've not lifted our knees, don't panic. I'm getting there. Let's go. And 3, 4. 4 more to go here before we start to take it forwards and find a tricep circle. 5. Working 6. 2 more. And 8. Press it up. All right, guys. Bring your nose down between your hands. Come as close to the mat as you can. Hold it. Push forward, circle up, and bring it round. Knees are still down. Like I said, there's 1 more level. Push forward, circle up and round. Down. Press. If you have bad wrists and this is hurting too much, absolutely happy for you guys to do a forearm plank. All right. And you can hold that forearm plank. You can even do some little dips. Okay. Otherwise, I can find you another tricep exercise. But where were we? We were here. We should have 3 more to go. Let's go. 2. 1 more. 1 more. And 1. The 4th one is my favorite. All right, reach your hands out a little bit wider than your body and sit your bum back down on your heels. So where do we find this full tricep connection? Bring your body up, go past, elbows bending back towards your body. Chest comes all the way down. Press all the way back up and take it in. Now, if you are particularly strong, as you come up, you can go all the way forwards, tuck your toes, press into your full push-up position here. All right, and take it from there. Then sink it back. So you have 2 options. Go past your hands all the way down, press it back up, you're still on your knees. Option for the toes, as you're down on your mat, tuck your toes, press yourself all the way up, then bring your knees down and sink back. All right, guys, let's do 3 more of these. Two more. Loving this one. Gets the heart rate up, gets the full body working. Our last one here. Press, press, press. And sink yourself back. Bring yourself forwards. We're sitting down on the knees. Just roll those shoulders out. That was a nice little connection, hey? Ooh, all right, we're going to come into a quick hinge and then we'll come into some nice kneeling side bends. All right, so knees hip distance apart here. I'm going to stay on the side just so you can really see where this one's going. We want to feel like we're maybe bringing our knees in that little bit. Just tuck. There's a little bit of a posterior tilt here. Arms right at shoulder level. Somebody's behind you and they're going to catch you. So start to go back in a hinge. You notice my hips and bum stay forwards. We hinge. The movement's coming from the knees here. From our knee to our shoulder, we're in a line, and then we're going to push forwards. So go back, squeeze the glutes, and go forwards. Now, naturally, most people lock on with the quads. So as you get to the back, give yourself time to squeeze and engage those glutes. Nice. Knees are hip distance apart, feet are hip distance apart. Hinge. If you would like an add-on, next time you go back, open your arms and bring it in. And open. And back in. Nice job, guys. Hinge, keep those hips forward. You really get to work into this one. Let's go for 3. And 2. One more time with those hips. 1. Bring it in. Oh, we deserve that little rest. Swing your legs round. Shake the legs out. All right, we're going to do some roll up, roll downs. Before we come into a beautiful shoulder bridging series, we're really going to test the strength out on each side. Legs together, feet together. Let the toes press away from you. So we're going to do a little bit of prep work for neck pull. So fingers behind the ears, elbows out wide, sitting up tall. Draw belly to spine. Come off your sit bones, squeeze those legs together. Articulate your spine all the way down to the mat. Nice. Then bring your hands up over your chest. Flex your feet. Lift your head, neck and shoulders. Roll all the way back up to seated on top of your sit bones. Fingers behind your ears, elbows out wide. Relax your toes. Draw belly to spine. Come off your sit bones. Take yourself down. Arms up over your chest. Flex your feet. Scoop up, use the head, neck and shoulders. And lift up to your seat. One more time like this, and we're going to add on. Point your toes. Draw belly in. Sink it down. Hands up. Flex. Lift. All right, guys, now the next one is really up to you if it feels good or not. So with your legs together, feet together, toes are pointed away from the body. Rather than just drawing the belly in, we're going to hinge. So just hinge slightly. The spine is long. Then draw belly in towards the spine and roll it down. All right, so we're just adding on a little hinge work. Nice. Hands up. Hinge. Chest is open. Then draw the belly in. Rolling it down. We're going to do that one more time, guys. Take a moment to relax the toes. Hinge. Then draw the belly in. Arms up. Final time. Scoop all the way up for me and relax. Hopefully working through the entire abdominal wall there. When you're ready, take yourself back down to the mat. You're going to find a shoulder bridging series. So I'm going to give you around about 4 different options. If any of them get too much, just take it back to an option that felt good. So heels nice and close to the bum. Knees are bent, feet hip distance apart. Take a moment to roll the shoulders down onto the mat. And press all the way up to the top of your shoulder bridge. Take a moment with your fingers on your rib cage, just gently draw it closer to your hips there. And then we feel that connection. Lift your hips a bit higher. Now press your big toes into the mat and bring your knees a tiny bit closer together. Hopefully we start to feel that everywhere. So hamstrings, inner thighs, glutes. All right, from this point here, we're going to start with a nice little pyramid. So we're going to open the knees just that little bit. Open them out, keep the big toes down, and then bring them in. So open and bring it in. The heels are down right now. So it's a tiny open and close while we keep the hips steady. If you want to bring your fingers on the inside of your hips, you can do. You'll also feel your pelvic floor working. Every time you draw in, you'll feel that lift, that nice little T-zone connection. Let's go for 4. Tiny movement here for 3. 2. Bring them in and hold. Tiny pulses down and up, just tiny. Maybe an inch down, an inch up. Good, try not to flare the knees in this one. You want to keep them in parallel, makes a huge difference. You'll really feel the beautiful arch in your foot, the drive through your heel, your inner thighs and hamstrings on the inside connecting as well as the glutes. Working 4, and for 3, working for 2. Lift up and hold. Holding it here, guys. We're going to press into the left foot so the right leg can come up into a tabletop position. We're going to start with a march. March it up and down. Keep yourself stable to make the exercise easier. Hands on your hips. To make the exercise harder, with your right leg moving, bring your left arm up to the ceiling. You'll feel that into that opposite waistline as well, guys. Nice and steady. 4, 3. Good, a nice little bit of silence through the body. 2 and 1, bring it down. Let's change sides. Remember, the arm is optional. Lift, maybe you've got one side better than the other. I absolutely love unilateral work to find any pathologies or weaknesses through the body, should I say. Nice way to train as well. Little unilateral stuff. We have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding it there. Change arms. Bring the right leg back up. So we are going to lower. Lower with a pointed toe. Doesn't have to be all the way. Flex and drive back up. Point to lower. Flex and lift. If you prefer to flex down and point up, that's fine. Play around with the footwork. I do. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, changing sides. Arm is optional, remember, guys. Hips are still. 4, 3, 2. Nice. And 1. Bring it down. Both hands down for me on this one. Bring your right leg up. Your right leg's going to press up to the ceiling. Now, as you bend the knee, you're going to tuck it underneath the other leg. Tuck. And bring it back up. So we just tuck, trying to keep your hips square. A stillness through your body. For 4. For 3. This one feels good. 2. 1 more. And 1. Bring it in, bring it down. Change sides. We'll take a little rest after this one. Under. And up. And down. Keep that going. Got a little frog in my throat. Keep working, guys. Great job, great job. Working. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way down. Have a little rest, guys. Have a little stretch. Rock side to side. Take those little hip circles if you need them. That one felt good. Love a little shoulder bridging. We've got one last little exercise here, then we'll do some stretches. Feet down. All right, in the shoulder bridge, we're going to find the tippy toes. So we're going to find ourselves all the way to the top. Bring your feet into parallel, a little bit closer together if that's not pinching from your lower back. With your hips lifted a little bit higher, find your tippy toes. All right, with your tippy toes, lift your hips, nice, engage. Open those knees, a little flare, hips stay square, and then bring it all the way as if you're trying to get your knees to touch. Obviously, we don't want to pinch from the lower back, so just bring it back to parallel if you're starting to feel anything funky. Okay, stay nice and safe, open and in, and open and in. Supported by our shoulders. Bring your arms up for me, guys. Nice. 6, 5, really squeeze into this one. 4 and 3. Working for 2 and 1. Bring those legs back in. Stay on your tippy toes. Tiny pulses here. Arms are up over your chest. That's a nice option. If you want to bring them back down to the mat, you're welcome to do so. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Up and hold. Hands are definitely coming down. Now we're going to alternate those marches. 8, change sides. 7, working. 6, hamstrings. 5, a little quad. 4 and 3, a little booty. 2 and 1. Heels down. Lower your hips down. And again, give those knees a little hug. Really release that lower back. Loosen any tension from your jaw or your face. Relax your shoulders, relax your chest. Take an inhale breath through the nose and an exhale breath through the mouth. Let it just taper away. Release the left leg and hold on to the right. Getting a little hip flexor stretch here. Really hug that leg towards you. But then again, lose that upper body tension. So breathe into it. Inhale. Exhale. Let's change legs. Over to that other side. Drawing it in. Inhale. Exhale. Straighten out both legs for me. Nice. And then bend both knees. Let the knees go off to the right. Keep your shoulders and your main part of your body from your ribs facing up. All right. Then take yourself over to the opposite side. So if your legs have gone to the right, take your head and arms over to the left, stretching out through the middle of the body there. And then change sides. Oh, one side always feels better than the other. This is my good side. And come back through to center for me. Nice. We're going to come up to a seated position. We're going to sit with our legs to the side. Bring your right hand to the edge of your left leg, and then bring the other hand underneath and onto your rib cage here. I'm going to take a nice deep breath. I like to call this like the breathing. Moves your rib cage, really helps you to open out, especially if you're a bit sticky under here. So take a nice inhale breath. Feel all those intercostal muscles moving underneath your fingers. Exhale. One more time here. And exhale. Uncross your hands and take that stretch over laterally. Press that top hip into the floor. And release. Let's change it around to the other side. A little bit of breathing always feels good to me. One hand across and one hand round. Once you've got your hand on your ribs, take an inhale breath. Exhale. Maybe you've got more movement on one side than the other. It's a good place to start with your breath. Inhale. Arms out, and then take that nice lateral stretch there. Lift up out of that rib cage. Bring it back through to center. If you can, sit cross-legged or one leg in front of the other. You can sit with your legs out. Hands together. Press away, open your shoulders. Take the arms up to the ceiling and grow a little bit taller. Arms come round and down. Open your chest. And you guys are done.